Well, it's the end of the week, and I wanted to go over a few things that I had used today in the nursing home for the last week. I got this piece of paper at a funeral a few weeks ago from a lady that I knew, and I got there early at the funeral and had time to read this piece of paper, and basically it was large print letters on the back of the bulletin. And I've been having an eye issue, and my eye's been sort of giving me a fit, and I was able to look at this paper, and it really asked me a lot of questions. It was taken out of 2 Timothy 4:6-8, just 3 verses. I want you to listen to the 10 questions that I thought of from these 3 verses. I want you to meditate on God's Word as I read this to you and ponder your answers. It says, now this is what Paul was saying to Timothy. He's warning Timothy to get ready because I'm fixing to go home. He says, for I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. And not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. Well, Paul was telling us in the very first part that he was ready to die. Are you ready to die? If death was going to come to you today, are you ready for death? Is salvation your offering? God offered you salvation for you to be ready to die. And a person that doesn't have salvation is not ready to die. See, God requires salvation to get into heaven. Is salvation your offering back to God? Is your time at hand? He mentions here, for the time of departure is at hand. It's like your hand being an arm length away from your body. I believe he was letting Timothy know that, look, my departure to heaven is coming up real soon. What was your fight? I believe he would ask you, what is your fight? You have to determine what your fight is. What was your course? What was the course that you took? You know, even NASCAR racers like the turn to the left approach all the time because they get good at turning to the left because they know where the obstacles are. A road course is a little bit different. Road course has you going to the left and the right. It sort of is more confusion to go around the course. What was his course? What's your course today? What's your evidence of faith? It says here, I have kept the faith. What is your evidence of faith? What is laid up waiting for you? See, he told Timothy, I've had something laid up for me. He didn't know what that was, but he knew that it was going to be a crown of righteousness. I don't think it was an actual crown, but I think it very well could have been a crown of righteousness or right standing with God. What is laid up waiting for you is the question. What is your crown of righteousness? Just something to ponder. It's just something to think about. This is not hard. It's better to ask yourself these questions now rather than to wait till later on. What rewards will he give you? You know, it's like I've been saying all week. It's sort of like taking something the size of a piano. And that's all the gift that God has for you in heaven is the size of that piano. But we settle for the thumbnail. God's willing to give us the whole reward of the piano, but we settle for the thumbnail. What reward will he give you? Here's the main question that he was asking here, and he was telling Timothy, are you looking for his return? He says here that, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. Do you love his appearing? I can't wait myself. Do I want to go today? No. No, I don't want to go today. But do I want to be prepared to go? Yeah. Yeah, I want to be prepared to go. And I got prepared 11 years ago. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful. Just wanted to throw this at you. Y'all consider the information, okay? Thank y'all for watching.